Well, I'm about to start on the Harley again to continue, but somebody won't let me because he wants to play football. So, we're going to have to watch this little monster a minute, just doing his football skills.
Come on, bring it. Oh, you got sneezes today, Poochie. You got sneezes today. Come on now, let's get you playing properly. Up you go. Control it, you good boy. Good boy. Oh. A lot of mouth control. He's very happy. He's very happy. Bring it to me, good boy. There you go. Up. Oh, bit of head. There you go. Controlled. Feet come to play. Bring it back. Here we go. Right, let's get up in the air for you. Oh, that was bad, wasn't it? Daddy did bad kick. Daddy did bad kick. Okay, back we go, back we go, back we go. Where's your dribbling skills? Where's your dribbling skills? There we go. Right, okay, so we get in the air for your head. Ready? Nice control, Poochie. Yeah, anyway.
I must continue working, Poochie. Got a Harley to do, haven't we? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. I could do this all day, to be fair, though. It's brilliant. I love it. Look at that control. Good boy. So, instead of playing football with you, and not that one either, she doesn't play football, I've just moved the Harley forward so I can get some daylight on it. I've put a little fence across my garage, so I'm spending more time in it now. I've had to put this across, stop these two like going and biting ankles, because they are little ankle biters and bark a lot. So I took the Harley and I've just whipped the front end off. Look at this mess. I wonder when that was last touched. See what I can do with that. Just undone this light unit, took this part off, and that releases the whole front fairing where that holds all the stereo, etc. And so I've just popped that on there. Fairly simple actually, just 4 bolts down the side, holds the whole thing on. So, and oh, some bikers going past. So yes, there we go. Just take that. I actually quite like that look, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's got that very relaxed American cruiser look about it, hasn't it? So yeah, anyway, yeah, it's not mine, so I don't need to do that. I need it back as it was. So that's the thing now. I'm just going to be working on this silver work, see if we can get it looking a little bit better. I'll start with this leg and then make my way over and over the top and everything. So it's just going to take a bit of elbow grease, a bit of autosol. Yes, elbow grease, that's what we need, but some of it might not come up, so I've got another little possible trick up my sleeve, but let's see what we can do. Right, I'll get my rags ready. Okay guys, so this is where I'm up to. Like I said, I took the front off before. What I've actually done, because some of this chrome is well gone, unfortunately, so I've actually used like a chrome type spray. It's not as good, you don't get the full chrome effect, but most of this is going to be hid behind that big fairing. So it actually brings it up not too bad, to be fair. So when it's something you can't see straight on, you can actually get a good effect from it. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's got a good reflection in it. So yeah, like I say, not as good as chrome, but again, it's not so obvious to look at. So obviously I got it all covered, taped up. So much time spent just getting things taped up. And then I've continued down as well into this side of the engine now. I've got a lot of taping. If you remember, I'd already got this side. We did some taping up here before, got some spray. By the way, that was that black, I don't know if you remember. It's come up really well. I've took the footrests off, by the way. They're just over there at the moment. I'm just cleaning them up as well. Just give it a little black spray on there. That was all horrible, rusty, so that's got a bit of black spray on it. So there's a little tiny gap about that much underneath the foot rest, so you can just see under there, so it's nice to have it blackened out. It's endless, I'll be honest with you, it's absolutely endless. On the video it actually looks, oh look at that, it's all done, but when you close up I've still got so much to do, but I'm using natural light. By the way, my fence kind of works to stop the dogs, but then a big Doberman came and my little one flew straight under the fence. Doberman stood there, went, come on then, and my little one went, oh, you're big, and turned around and came back. Anyway, by the by, back to this. So yeah, I've got some taping off and some black spray work going on there. That a lot of that's under, there's chrome underneath there, but it's all taped off. Got all the choke and the tap and everything taped off there. So now I'm just going to have a look at this. It's this is the high temperature spray I've mentioned before. It works really well. I've used it actually on the back bike. That is, again, I'm going to go through all this, but you'll see all the back details on it and coming up and stuff, and bats here and bats there and kind of everywhere. I think there's about 15 bats. There's bullets on this thing, but that is all done from a can, believe it or not. It was a very cheap motorbike I bought, but again, that's for another time. But that's got black engine sprayer on the exhaust, etc. There's a little touch up I need to do just there, but apart from that, it holds really well. So it's going to be pretty good on this, I think. Anyway, so yes, that's where I'm up to. It's just very labour intense getting all this covered up, bit of spray, covering, little bit of spray, covering, little bit of spray. So most of it's in the preparation as everything is. So a long way to go, and that's it for now. So what I'll do is continue just getting some spray work done, then I'll come back to you again and let you know how it's looking. Hey guys, just a quick close-up on a little bit of spray work. With the block itself and all these fins, they're, yeah, well, they're not easy, are they? So I've gone for the spray on, wipe off method. So I've put a bit of that heat spray on, not a lot actually, just to cover them and tidy them up a bit. And then literally I am simply, with a little bit of just a venti, just touching the edge of the fins and bringing the silver back. So I can't do it very easily holding the camera. So my tripod's over the other side. However, it shows that it's doable. The other way is to paint in, but to paint on and spray on and paint and wipe off, I think, is the easiest way. So I'm just going to continue. I've done that left hand side. You can see that side's good. I'm just going to continue with this right hand side. You can see down here I need to continue with it, but it's, yeah, it's looking a lot better. So I'm really pleased with that actually. Hey everyone, right, from a few minutes ago on the video, but quite a while ago for me, a few hours, I said when I had all this front fairing off that I'd sprayed that. Well, I've actually taken that spray back off. I just wasn't happy enough with it. However, what it has done, it seems to have maybe even filled in some of the holes as I've taken it off and left. So even though the chrome's not perfect under there, you can probably see as I get closer, it's not the best, but it's not bad now. So I'm happy enough with that, but it looks better like that than it does with the spray on. So, you know what, sometimes it's trial and error, and in this case it was a definite trial and error. So I've put that back on and I've plugged it in. I've just chucked the battery back on, and I've just got the stereo system all hooked up to make sure she still works and everything's good there. I've also put the rear panniers on now. They can stay on now because all the back work that I wanted to do I've done. The back wheels all cleaned up, the disc, the calipers, these guys are cleaned up. They'll need everything needs a good polish at the end because obviously dust and bits are everywhere. Exhausts are done there. So I'm actually happy now that the back end's done. I've still got a bit more work on the front end. However, let me just swing these bars over. One thing difference, this unnerved me with a Harley, and I'm sure most of you know this, is look at the stand. The stand is leaning backwards. First time I ever had a Harley in my hand, I did that. I nearly fell over. I was like, oh, it's going to drop. But they have this clever little stand set up, if I can show you there, where that lug goes up inside as it leans over, which most of you will know this. And therefore, it can't move forwards or backwards, so you can actually move the bike backwards and forwards, rocking it, and it ain't going to go anywhere. As soon as you start to lift the bike up, that comes out from that lug there and allows the stand to fold up. So yeah, it's a bit unnerving at first when you put them on stands, whereas obviously on jack bikes and things like that, the stand's got to be forward or it falls over. So yeah, so still some cleaning up in here to do. I've done quite a bit of this now. I've done some more of the spray work with the fin, so I've actually sprayed in, wiped off as I mentioned earlier, and I got a lot of this cleaned up now. A little bit more to do in there, and then clean and polish this. This was actually a bit cleaner earlier, and it just needs a good clean and polish. Finishing off in there, if I can just get that chrome up a little bit more, and then really just, I'm happy with the wheels, by the way. They've come up a treat. The wheels, the calipers, the disc. I think she's starting to look like she could. The foot pegs, footrest should I say, on there look good. Once the masking tape's off, obviously. I had to mess about with this one. These come out as well. They were a bit, well, solid. So that's been done now. So you start to forget what work you've done. I've tidied up the bars a bit already on this side. Chrome was really, it was all over the place on here. So I've actually just got some silver onto there just to cover that. Sometimes it's the best you can do unless you replace it. So yeah, it's getting there. She's starting to look a bit like a Harley now that's worth a few quid. So once the masking tape comes off, which will be done, but I do need to get hold of some more spray. I've got a rear hanger on there for passenger one, but that's not bolted on yet. But that's going to be, that was silver, but it was not nice. So I've made them black. It's single seat anyway. I'm going to leave them on So, but I'll leave them black and tucked away. And to be honest, they disappear into the bike a little bit, so I'm quite happy about that. So yeah, it's a hell of a lot of work. Obviously, again, on video, I'm not going to just video me doing everything on it. You'll be bored to death. But I'm happy with what I've got done so far from all the technical side. And if you did see the photos earlier on, you'll have seen what it was like. If you take a close-up on some of the photos, it was an absolute mess, if I'm honest. It really had no TLC, bless it. So, there we go. That's where we're up to with the electric glide. Yes, just to continue now. I need some more spray just to finish this. I want to make this perfect with the engine heat spray, which I do like. Hey everybody, still just working on this side now of the Harley Davidson. I've turned it around. Trying to get sunlight on it because it makes life a lot easier. You can see how much masking off I've done here, which is crazy. I changed my mind on the cylinders. Yeah, I'm going all black. I actually like it. I think it's going to, once I take all the tape off all this chrome, it's really going to offset nicely. I do like black, but we've got plenty of chrome. Still lots of polishing up to do, but we're getting there. And I'm even down here now, getting all this cleaned up and blackened out and everything. So yeah, we're making it look good, I think. So we will continue. It's just hour after hour after hour of the detail, small, all inside. We've got all inside there cleaned up. If I swing these bars quickly for you, good thing about the Harleys, on these stands you can swing them about and they're not going to fall over. All inside there is now all cleaned up. Some more work to do on there, just to get these legs fully cleaned up. A little bit of touching up here on the chrome, a little bit of rust down there. So yeah, for this I'm using my metal polish, and I've actually been mixing it with a little bit of, let me just turn the camera around a moment. I've been mixing it with a little bit of WD-40 into the polish. Now, I've no idea if that's like something that normal people do, but it seems to work. Just the WD-40 just set the rust away, and then the metal polish just brings it up, because most of it's just surface anyway, obviously, on the chrome. So yeah, it's just painstaking, hours and hours and hours. But she's coming together and she's looking good, and I'm pretty pleased with the work so far. Won't be long. I'm hoping to try and be delivering it back on, well, what day are we on now? I'm on a Friday, so on Monday, I reckon. That's my target. Oh, sorry. And there's my dog going mad.